It's MJ from All to Love, a company that I run. It all started in my bedroom, in my meditation room, me vlogging. And now I'm here with a book to sell and products online, doing the whole online entrepreneurial thing. Anywho, back to the topic of today's share. And also, I need to just say, I apologize for my hair because I'm vain. I'm a human. And I definitely grew up with a vain family and group of friends. So, it comes out. My vanity comes out. Fortunately, I'm fairly conscious with it, so I don't let looks and vanity ruin my life. But it comes up. Right now, I'm looking at the screen and being like, I'm sorry, guys. My hair has lost all of its body because the products I'm using are all eco-friendly, which is great. It is good. Hey, Paul, how are you, Paul? Nice to see you. Um, so yeah, my hair is just a little limp. There's random underneath patches of greasiness, which even when I wash my hair thoroughly, I can't seem to get rid of the grease. And then I'm using a little bit of coconut oil to dry out these bad boys, but because I'm not using conditioner in the same way, every time I brush my hair, the ends break off. So, sorry. I'm not sorry. Actually, I do apologize for not getting to the fucking point. The point of today's share is know thyself. Here where I live, I often have intense spiritual conversations with the person I live with, who has his own perspective via lots of research study and also a family of channelers. So really interesting connection there. And we talk about things like the divine etheria, which to me is like the divine spark, which I talk about in the Fearless Life Guide. And really, to me, the divine spark is the very much connected to that expression, know thyself. And it always comes back to that. It always comes back to know thyself, to thine own self be true. The truth shall set you free. Self is the only thing to know because it's everything there is, in essence. The energy that makes up the totality of that which we perceive is one energy, one fluid, harmonious exchange of infinite divine darkness and infinite light-filled energy. And we're that. And so in honor of that, the truth is that there's only you to get to know. As you go within self and get to know yourself from within yourself, then your external reality can reflect that knowing back to you, and or reflect back the divine mystery to you, the mystery of this existence and this life, because it's really in the mystery that we begin to unveil the blocks, the illusion, you could say. So we unveil aspects of our limitedness. We remember the oneness. We remember that we're all connected. And then through that divine remembrance, we have experiences which continue to reflect back to us our divinity and our love and our light. Even feeling heartache, it's like knowing that the heart is letting go of pain, knowing that the heart itself is healing. And I know it's really annoying when you're in the pain for somebody to be like, it's your pain, my dear. You've been harboring that for millennia. Hence why best not to think about it. Just let the pain be there and hold space for it. The weirdness of all of it is the more I do the work, the more I'm even the pain, there becomes a kind of, my heart just softened. I know, same, exactly. letting my heart break, feeling the heartbreak, owning my heartbreak, it just creates a softening, a healing. I know that the heart is open, and I know that the pain would often make me want to close down, and maybe I did in a certain lifetime or as a child. And now the heartbreak is like the heart is opening for more ecstatic bliss vibration, which is a really beautiful thing. And it does continue to require greater discipline to love and sort of discernment to the truth of who you are. So what feels aligned, what feels true, what feels good. Words can often fail us in these situations, because in truth, those insights, those sort of brilliantly, profound and beautiful insights are really undescribable and undescribable. I can't even speak. Undescribable. Because they're in the present moment, they're so multifaceted as well, right? In the present moment, there's so many sort of layers and loops and insights and awarenesses, like being worked out, And so to kind of describe it is quite a challenge sometimes. And yet, fortunately, we're living in a time where more and more of us are doing the work, so we have that sense of commonality. We have that sense of like, yeah, it might feel a little bit different. I might use different words, but I can feel what you're saying, and that's a lot to do with our resonance connection. And again, I talk about it in the book. If we follow our intuition, it's the resonance that we can feel. So oftentimes other people's energy fields, we can feel the resonance doesn't align with ours. It's just how it is. If you think of infinite realities, then not all realities are going to want to merge. Not all realities are going to want to work together, It's like when I talk about like love and light and the bubble of love and light and how beautiful that all is, really, truly. Because it is the essence. It is the backbone essence of this entire reality. But within that love light bubble, there is the full spectrum of emotion. So I often joke around about like, it is all love and light, but it doesn't mean we're all gonna, hold hands around the campfire and sing Kumbaya. Because in our resonance, not all of us are meant to be around the same campfire. Some of us are meant to be in the oceans, or some of us are meant to be in the desert. Some of us are meant to be in the cities. Some of us are meant to be. So we're literally kind of dotted. And this is crazy, right? I have like meditation sometimes where like once the clearing, so clear, like sometimes cry, have these like intense clearings. And then like the heart center will just be like light, frequency, almost like a Power Ranger or like a Care Bear. And like the light is just like radiating, and like I float up. And then in my imagination, I can see other light beings. They're humans, like other light beings that are literally like around the planet. Usually light beings surround me anyway. Like they'll all appear. They're not necessarily on this planet, if that makes sense to you guys. So some of these guys are a little bit, yes, thank you, yay, Paul. I believe, I understand. So there's like beings, you could say ETs, but yeah, they're beings not from this planet, but they're beings of this cosmos, of this galaxy. So they like come and show up. But then there's like other energetic light beings embodied, incarnated as humans. During the meditation, they also like, sometimes, and it's crazy, right? Because these are almost always meditations where I'm like, it'll be like 3 PM. Or yesterday I got back from a swim and sauna, super fun. And I get back and I just feel this it was like I had no choice, the overpowering, just like must meditate. And then before I knew it, I'm in this meditation and like all these beings of light are like all around the planet. And I was like, yeah, because I know they're my brethren. I know like these light beings awakening are like rising up and joining forces to keep shining light, but I often think people call like the grid, like get off grid, or this like system. I call it the system in the book. And so to me, I see the system as like kind of this dark, sticky web that's like a stranglehold and a resource hold on this planet. And so really, like, people call the light workers or whatever just divinity path workers, or beings who have come to planet from different vibrational frequencies, right? And so come and shine light, help people remember that they're also divine. But then in so doing, so this is part people talk about anchoring their light. So part of doing the emotional work is that it's the only way that I can actually embody more gradient of light. So I have to go through the, like, all the pain and the turmoil and the abandonment, and like I have to see all those dense emotions to shine the light of my awareness on them and let the body itself, the intelligent body, work itself out. That's the heat and the pressure of alchemy. That's the transformation. That's the transformation, right? Denser particles become more light-filled particles as I shine light and let the body work it out. Because emotion is like that. And that's, sometimes I have to reiterate that to people. Sitting with your emotions is painful, like physical pain. There's really no difference. It's only in our mind and the way we've been taught that we think the body and emotion are like these two separate things. They're not. When you really go deep, and that's why I highlight people to the emotional storm. Triggers, waves, it's like, I can deal with that. Emotional storms sometimes can be like the core wounds from within your energetic. And sitting with it can literally be like, my pain coming out, right? And it's not attractive. It's not like, no. It's like darkness, density, pain, and you feel it hardcore. And yet, it's all survivable. More so than physical. So it's better to just fucking deal with your emotions before it becomes a physical issue. And yeah, transformation. You become more light filled. So the light beings are arising. And I decided on this channel that I'm gonna do new moon, because I share on my tribe almost every day, right? On the Fearless Life tribe. And I did a channeled message on the recent new moon, because a couple of the tribe members were like, shit, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, I'll sit and meditate and get some channel messages. so I did that, and then I was like, oh, this is a good idea. Imagination reflects it. Oh, yo, it's all your imagination. And then we perceive the physical reality as our imagination come to life. Or rather, we think it's not our imagination, but it truly is. The world that we look at right now, this is our imagination come to life, yo. If we could really think of it like that, we could yoke our imagination a little bit more and have probably a lot more fun with this juicy reality. So yeah, sharing on the Fearless Life tribe. And then on this page, I think I'm going to do like new moon and full moon reports, or like special downloads. I'm just really aware, like the last couple of days, this has been a really powerful like new moon cycle energy shift, and I'm looking to just give back, just give as much as possible. Hence why I wake up at 3 a.m. super excited every day to like share the juice of life, whatever's coming through, because this is it. This is what I do. So YouTube family, you guys are gonna get new moon and full moon reports. You guys can let me know if you ever want to have a private session, which is often just sort of like holding space and then uprooting any blocks that I can perceive from within your energy field. But otherwise, it's all there anyway with you. It's all there in your emotion. If you just need a little bit of support, I can do that too. But otherwise, thanks so much, guys, for listening in on this. Let me know if you're liking the idea of a new moon and full moon special report. I will do the monthlies. Have a little bit like, I think of women's periods when I say monthlies, because that's what they say here in the UK, BTW. So, yeah. Let me know if you like the idea of having the moon and the full moon and the new moon reports. I'm going to do the main, yep, it's painful. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love, Pepe. Yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it anyway. Because I like them. That's the new life. Like, if I like stuff, I'll just do it. And if I like people, I'll just talk about them. It's awesome. Cool. MC Nook. Paul. Have an awesome day, dude. So that means there's a full moon, second full moon of January, hence potency of this month. So I'll do a share on the 31st of January about the full moon energies, and then December 1st or 2nd, I'll be doing the monthly energy reports. I love you guys. Has it also died? I can't talk much today, but you know. See you later, pal. Bye.